Now we're live. Good. Hello?
Is out there with Morant, and it's Conchar in at the 3 spot, and for New Orleans in the backcourt it's McCollum and Jones. The front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion, and it's Davidson in at the 5 spot. By this time of the season, I think it's fair, Greg, to say we know the identity of these teams. How much are you worried about record at this point if you're a player?
And, Kevin, I wouldn't worry about record as much as I do camaraderie and execution. I also look at the schedule up to this point. How has the team fared against tough competition? And it's always nice to get the
shot.
Kennard against Jones. Kennard, the pass to Morant. And here is Adams. Kennard with the ball. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Here's Jackson. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
New Orleans with the ball. 4-point game. Now the pass to Davidson. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Kennard. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Morant. Tips it up, and it's Adams on the follow.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
To the middle, here's Davidson. Adams, a nice D.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
The rebound by Davidson. For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And it's good for 2.
I like to see that as Ingram hits a shot from the mid-range. It's going to open some things up.
Pass to
Mm-hmm.
Adams. Morant outside. Pass to Conchar. 6 to shoot. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Konchar's got his second basket of the night.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And that's the progression of Zion. Shooting with trouble around, no problem.
To the paint. And it's gets it to go down on the assist by Morant. Second best.
Think about it, Kevin. They grab Jose
No,
Alvarado
and
undrafted players. And those guys are key rotation pieces to change the tempo of any front office.
Here's Williamson. Grizzlies making the shot. Down low. Williamson kicks to Jones. to the wing. Williamson dishes to Jones. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And it's Davidson missing.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And here's Morant. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.
No.
Kennard. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Ja Morant.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
To the inside. A nice shot by Davidson. And that's now 6 points for team.
Man, when he's playing under control, which is most of the time, McCollum is very effective setting up teammates.
Morant passes to Conchar. Memphis moving it around. Adams outside. They get a hand on it. Here's Kennard. He trains
That's
it as
bullshit.
The shot clock ticks down.
When you get buckets, you get buckets. Kennard doing it with little time left.
Morant against McCollum. Here's Davidson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Over
go
in the Conchar. Passes to Adams. With the fadeaway. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Davidson passes to Williamson. Here's Davidson.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And guys, what do you think about the offense?
Make a shot.
Seen so far for Memphis.
I like how they put the
Ah,
ball
thank you.
inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. Conchar with it. He's covered by Ingram. Outside for Jackson from the arc. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Pelicans trail by 3. And that one's good. Ingram.
Brandon Ingram looks light, but don't take him lightly on the offensive end. He'll score.
Morant scanning the floor. And Morant throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Yeah, coach. Ask out.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. The lengthy post tandem for him, Jackson and Adams. Ja Morant, he's out there with Kennard. And it's Conchar into the small forward. Now here's Adams. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And the pass to Kennard. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, Kennard, a trained shooter, and he's trained enough to take contact and still sink shots.
Ingram attacking. Brandon Ingram, tiny dog, is what they called him when he first got into the NBA, Brent. And he has become a very loud bark. What a player.
Yeah, Kevin, a lot of talk about him having to jump around in the shower to get wet, but he has put on the weight and become ferocious on the offensive end. This guy does not back down.
What did I foul for?
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his
Get out of the
part.
way, dude.
There's the lob to Jackson. Morant finds Jackson.
Well, Zion right there was big, wide, and just smothered the shooter. not his best night.
Somebody
from
get the
field,
ball,
but
dude.
Looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Why not turn?
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about
Jackson,
the,
go
the
home.
game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Here's McCollum. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Misses from short range.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Kennard kicks to Morant. And the call on the shot that sends it to the line. When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
Show me I'm still online.
Captain, I think it's important.
You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch. How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
Both free throws good from Morant.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's Davidson. 29 points for him last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And you could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Let me check my... Tim more, then we'll be good.
Morant outside. And Adams kicks to Morant. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Jared.
Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Zion Williamson. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Now here's Morant. The lead is 15. Over McCollum. Pelicans pull it in. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that.
Yeah, that's a bit of a head scratcher there. That was a case where every single thing that could have gone wrong for them, oh, it showed up.
Pelicans shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Here's Williamson. Pass to Davidson. And the rejection by Jackson. Williamson. They get it back.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Conchar.
Get out of the way, dude.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And we just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
Inside, here's Davidson, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And the awareness from Zion, I think that's something with playing time, with his maturity, it's going to continue to improve. Now a really good passer at his position.
Moran finds Conchar. Adams down low. He's guarded by Davidson. Adams' shot is good.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Pass to Davidson. No good on the shot. Adams, some nice D.
Get out of my way.
Grizzlies leading by 13.
Fucking asshole.
Kennard kicks to Morant. Buries the long-range jumper. Morant's got 12.
Something that Morant continues to work on. When he's hitting from deep, he is basically unguardable.
And the basket by McCollum.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Passes it to Conchar. At the elbow, Adams. Second chance shot. Rejected by Davidson.
Get out of my way, bitch.
Jones up top. Kennard covering. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Williamson.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Morant against McCollum. The pass to Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got his third basket of the night.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
And it's Davidson missing.
How'd I miss?
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, T in that last outing against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He added 29 points, and he was a two-way player, causing the opponent headaches on offense and defense. Showed up once again in what's becoming the norm for him of late. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Davidson. Timeout called the Grizzlies.
For Memphis.
And New Orleans. John Morant has been leading.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, your Pelicans 43, the Grizzlies.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Really an incredible game from T.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Yeah, he knows his role. He's out there to distribute the ball, get his teammates involved. Nice job.
The front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. And it's Davidson in at center. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. Now here's Jones. Williamson with the bounce pass. Davidson. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got his 8th assist in the game. McCollum against Morant. Jacks up a 3. And another miss by Memphis.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. Now here's Ingram. Conchar covering.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Pass to Conchar. And it's blocked by Davidson.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from McCollum. Grizzlies have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Here's Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Adams has got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, that 265 pounds out there, it's pretty solid. A wrecking ball.
To the inside, Davidson. Adams, some nice D.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Kennard against Ingram. Out to Morant. Offensive rebound. Here's Adams. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Ingram. 5 points in the game. Pass to Davidson. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. And Brandon Ingram gets the 3. Ingram's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They expect Brandon Ingram to give them a constant inside-outside threat. He's got to go ahead from three-point line whenever he wants it.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
It's that time again, everybody. Get loud right now for your...
As the season starts to take shape, there is no better time to check in and see how the rookie race is looking. Some first-year players making big impressions early on in the season, and we'll monitor them to see who will be in prime position to take home the Rookie of the Year award. Look at T. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now, and even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling, right?
Great option he gives them on every possession.
Outside, Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time for McCollum.
I gotta stop getting the button.
McCollum's got 9 assists now tonight. Morant outside. 3rd quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Kennard kicks to Jackson. Back to Kennard. To the middle. Here's Adams. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Davidson. And here is Ingram. Conchar covering. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Williamson. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Williamson's got 8 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
He takes it in. Kennard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Kennard really in straight attack mode there on the interior.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis.
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old school approach still getting it done in this one.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. It could be a difference maker in the result.
Now Morant. He's got 18. Conjar with it. Down low. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davidson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And looking at some numbers for T, over the last month, he has been spectacular. How about 44 points per, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists. And when it all comes together for him, this is what he's capable of.
Yeah, this is what his coaches have been waiting for that light bulb to turn on. And right now, it is burning bright. He looks fantastic.
And the shot goes
Son
in.
of a...
Morant's got 20 points.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it. You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow.
Boom.
They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Memphis trailing here. Kennard, the pass to Morant. Here's Conchar.
I know what I'm doing
He's covered by
wrong.
Ingram. Kennard. Outside for Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Jackson Jr.
Jackson's got 9.
For 3.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson when he's dramatic finisher, when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And here's Morant. There's the pass to
26 now.
Kennard.
29 now.